What is going on? So much love in this chat for Ken, bless him. I'll have to let him know when he gets in here. Same shit, different day, feeling hungry. Hashtag blame rage. Well, hopefully this will work. So, I don't know if you noticed, but we've got a new starting soon screen. Your forehead looks like Jupiter. Thank you, Rixie. So, we've got a new starting screen, which was done by the legend, the one and only Lear One. And, yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. Sporting the new Reign of Anarchy logo. Super happy with it. It'd be nice to see what you guys have to say about it. And then we've got this brand new main page now. Hello. Which is like a bit of a custom layout. Sorry. If someone could put something in the chat, just make sure the chat box works. I'm sure it does. There it is. Beautiful. So that works. And then we've got all our hosts up the top there. And I hope you're going to grow that, which would be awesome. The other head was the loads of women queuing up around the block. Oh my God, I wish, Ginge, I wish. But yeah, welcome to episode 7 of the podcast. It seems I was going through the past episodes and I was like, geez, I forgot we even covered that. So yeah, welcome back. It's episode 7. We've had a couple of weeks off, just diving into other content and things like that. And also, I think everyone needed a little break from the poddy, because it can get quite. I end up thinking about it all week, if that makes sense. So it's nice to just have 1 or 2 weeks away. But we're back now. So what I thought it might be good to do today is to do a bit of a recap on the last 6 episodes. Just go through quickly, discuss anything that we might have changed, any new hot news related to those topics or subjects. Yeah, basically go for them. And then towards the end of the podcast, I wanted to open it up to all of you guys in the chat, because at the end of the day, you're the guys the ones that make it. So
you are a smelly pirate
Shadow.
hooker.
So I want to open it up to you guys, and we can have a little discussion about community, what makes a good community, what you'd like to see from this one going forward, and if there's any ideas or any highlighted opportunities or things that you think that we could endorse and get behind and implement into the community. So should be really good. Right, we've got another forehead joke here quickly. Your forehead is so big that your thoughts start on Monday and end on Saturday. Thank you, Rixie. I need to get another forehead, a forehead cam. But yeah, so yeah, that's today's plan. Now, Ginge has very, very, very kindly set up a podcast straw poll. Okay. And this has got 3 topics on for next week's podcast, okay? And they're pretty good ones. So we've got... He's Captain Slow. Thank you, Rixie. Spam cam! So we've got the first choice that you can vote for is selling new launcher accounts with the game attached. And this is something that we stumbled across pretty much, like half an hour ago or something? And yeah, we thought it was a bit weird. So we want to dive into that, You can also go on to sort of these third-party key websites and stuff. 2 is the best game soundtrack and why it's important to get the right one. Why music is so important within our video games, right? There's so many games out there that have absolutely outstanding music, I remember when we were playing the Halo series on Madden Chat Campaign, literally I was listening to it at work. Like, it got like stuck in my head so much, You know, Hunt Showdown's another one. But yeah, exactly. There's one coming up now. Say no more, you know? Literally say no more. So what I thought we could do with that one is to actually go through different games, have a bit of a vote on what we think was the best one within the chat and within us guys, and actually listen to some of the songs, and also dive into the artists that make the songs that may do a completely different genre or different type, or have albums out or whatever, because everyone makes his music, right? The studios themselves rarely actually make the music. They'll pay an artist to do it, right? So I thought that might be cool, because we might find brand new music, brand new bands that we've never heard of, and we might Payday soundtrack, amazing. You can't part there, lad. To actually dive into and you know, find and discover new music, because as most of you know, I'm music mad anyway, and a lot of us are here. So, but yeah, and then the third and final one is pre-ordering, mis-selling, and reselling products. Okay, now this has come to light very recently with a marketing and I think it's a bit of a scam with the Ark 2 and Ark. Basically, long story short, the old Ark official servers are going away, and they're going to completely reskin and reshade the game, right? Of Ark. So, in order to play Ark in the future, the current version we've all got loaded up onto our computers now won't work anymore, okay? In order to play Ark in the future, you will have to buy Ark 2 to get the free Ark thing. Anyway, it's a big thing. It's a big topic. It's one that we've got some people within our community that are very passionate about Ark. And me, myself, I personally really enjoy the game. And I'd never heard any of these stuff before until it's come to light. So doing a bit of research and stuff into it, I think would be really fun. I think we could do some live research and chat about it and bits and bobs. Yo, Gary, how you doing, my man? Milestone achieved, 3 consecutive streams. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So that is the third and final topic. You know, what we think about pre-ordering. Do we get the product that we've pre-ordered, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, they're the 3 topics today. So we've got selling, new launchers, accounts that are attached, and also I just wanted to say that I am now an affiliate with Penguin. So if you want cheap games or discounted games, shall we say, of all types, just need to hit my affiliate link. In fact, I might even be cheeky and put it in the chat now. So you can use that to purchase your games, save your money. So that is a beautiful. Where is it? There it is. And that didn't work. Did it work? Yay! There it is. So we are an affiliate, which is awesome. So yeah, chucking it out there. Again, we can talk about them sort of websites, what they're going to do. No self-promoting. No self-promotions allowed. All right. So yeah, that's the first one. Second one, game soundtracks, why it's important. Music within games, you know. I thought we could have like a top 10, narrow it down to a top 5, and then get a final chat voted winner or whatever. Dive into those artists, what else they've done, etc., etc., etc. The only thing I'm worried about is the copyright thing with the stream, but we'll just have to try and get around that. I might record the podcast instead of taking the VOD off it for that episode, if it gets chosen. And then obviously pre-ordering, mis-selling, and reselling of products, which is what I just think. Was that no self-promoting? Literally 60 even than both bot link. Okay, bot one. So that link's up there, guys. I'm gonna vote now on what I'd like to talk about. I'm gonna do it now. So go and do it now. We'll pause throughout the podcast to discuss. I'm also working with a colleague of mine at work to get the audio portions of the podcast and expand it out to places like iTunes, Spotify, these sorts of areas. I need to look into it more. I need to look into costs, all that sort of stuff. What software I'd need to get just the audio, la la la. So if that is the thing and it does happen, which I'd really like it to happen, because I think it'd be nice to, push it out onto other sort of content medias. There will be, we might say some weird things in order to cater for that audience that are listening on their headset. I know you guys are watching it, you're visually seeing it and stuff. But obviously, if we're doing an audio segment, it's going to be the layout and the sort of content might be slightly different. But just don't worry about us if we're saying some weird stuff or whatever. But all the VODs, everything, the whole episodes will get put up on the YouTubes as always. Yeah, we got to see it. Can I do the voiceover? Yes, Ginger, you can do the voiceover. Vote successful. We've had three votes already on pre-ordering, mis-selling, and reselling products. Oh, okay, we'll leave that up. We'll leave that running. Okay. Oh, I wonder why it looks good. No, this is the man, the legend. Liz is in chat now. This is the guy that has done all this incredible work for the channels, for the Reign of Anarchy, and as well for Mad Marsh. So thank you very much, sir. Out to you, sir. Thank you. Right, let's go and see the lads. So today we've got Mr. Rage, we've got Ginge, and we've got Mr. Run Gun. And yeah, we're gonna have a little quick catch up. Ginge's gonna be spamming those links in the chat, so feel free to hit those links, have a read through, and vote for the subject you want. But yeah, let's head over to these guys, see how they're doing. Yo, boys.
Marbles.
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 What about marbles? Marbles. You lost them.
Marbles.
You never had them, have you?
Marbles.
Ain't got marbles, mate. Ain't downloaded.
It's marbles.
Lazy.
Plus, if I'm putting this on Spotify and stuff, I'm not going to be able to do marbles online. So, marbles ain't happening. No marbles. Anyway, how was your weekends? How was Easter? What did you do?
Easter.
Talk about it.
Went to the tip multiple times.
You went. You went to the tip multiple times.
Yep.
Oh God. Okay.
I ate an Easter egg, felt guilty, and went to the gym. That was about it.
It's pretty much what I did.
Somebody that went to the gym.
And then pretty much spent the rest of it playing games.
Yeah. Yeah, we played some Division, didn't we? Sunday night.
Yes, we did.
It did. Easter Sunday evening, we played some Division. It was actually really enjoyable. I actually had a lot of fun. We had me, Ricks, Rage, and Fish, wasn't it? It was really good. Yes. We did some legendaries and that. It was actually really fun. I didn't crash once. So
no, I made up for that.
yeah. You crashed quite a bit. What about you, Run? Hello.
Work.
And what were you doing at said work? Was it exciting?
No.
What were you doing? Were you digging, hammering, shagging? Like, what were you doing? I don't know. You could be a porn star for all I know.
A lot of driving.
Oh, you play golf?
Play golf. Right. Well, that was short-lived conversation, gents.
With somebody's balls.
Well,
yeah, because we ain't going to play marbles today.
He is having an identity crisis at the moment, bless him. But yeah.
Probably thinks he's an American.
So, do you guys remember back to our first episode and how scatty I was for that episode?
Nothing's changed.
What do you mean nothing's changed? Yo, Beans, how you doing?
Are Beans and Ren joining us?
Supposed to be.
I hopefully. I mean, later on, I'm going to open the Discord up to everyone, to be fair. Get everyone in here. Are you going to come and join us in a bit, Beans? I'm really good, thank you. We got the new panels, the new layout on the Discord. Discord, the stream. Really liking it. I am not coming. I know you're not, Rixie. I know you're not. You've made that very clear, my friends, numerous times. But I will keep.
We already knew he was a prick.
But I will keep asking you. Out of politeness.
Just need to
You what?
Just need a new dict.
Just need to
Is that
mute
when you've got
Ren.
more than one?
It
I
must
was
be...
going to say that's not a very nice way to talk to Ren, but...
Oh god. So yeah, basically, so we did an intro, didn't we? And that was like a 4-hour podcast, last the first episode. And I remember
That's 'cause you wouldn't shut up.
being so stressed about it, right? And you lot were just like, "Oh, chill out, Mars. We'll just wing it. You know, it's easy. We just do this, do that."
Like I said earlier, it's an organic thing, and it just kind of
Yeah, it's got to be organic, but you've still got to have something to talk about. Otherwise, there's no point, right? I know I have to with you guys, right? Because you don't understand. I know what we'd talk about if it wasn't kind of structured.
Yeah, foreheads.
It would just be utter shit, right?
No,
What do you
it'd
think
be,
the podcast is?
it'd be a lot about foreheads, a lot about your mum, and a few other
Yeah,
things, but
exactly,
other than that-
exactly. Like zero positivity for anyone within the community. It's just like how to abuse Marsh, you know?
Perfect
Well, that's
podcast.
big for pointers.
I said, are you coming in to chat with us later, Beans? You and Ren? Please put me out of my misery, Run.
I'll quite happily shoot you, Ricks.
I wouldn't. I can't shoot for shit. I'll run them down though.
Run your ass over.
You got less chance of missing. And then we did the next episode, which was the day before, right? The Run keeps saying this all the time. Oh, wish that game would just come out. I wish someone else would just buy it and then release it and make it because it's awesome and that's what we need. We do need that. So if anyone does listen to this on the YouTubes or later on or whatever, when we get rich and famous, please make that fucking game. All right.
Don't even buy it from them. Don't give them pricks any money. Just fucking make
I
the
don't
game.
think you need to give them any money. You just go off on
No,
your own
they
and
ain't
make your
got
own.
nothing to give them money.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, lads, how do we feel about it? Have you heard any more about it? Has it kind of just settled for you? Is it still trending, do you think? Or is it just
No, I
dissipating
think
off?
it's shown it is what it is. You know, it's from what I've seen, they've if anything, it's gone backwards from all their pomp and promise and all that shit that you've heard less and less and less about it.
Yeah.
I laugh at it every time I see a video about it, but every time I play a shitty game, I wish somebody would make the fucking game already.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, they've taken to Twitter. I've seen quite a lot of Twitter tweets by them. Basically telling people to still have faith. You know, it's still being worked on. I think
The last date I seen was November. Is that still what they're saying, or they moved
Still
that
on the
back even
webpage.
further?
it's still on the
Can I say-
webpage,
can I say
yeah.
one thing there, Marsh.
What?
All the people at Waco had faith.
Wow.
I would know how that turned out.
Well, yeah, we do, Ginge. Thank you for that.
Well, good.
No news
Fucking
is good
Captain
news, though.
Cheerful.
Yes, no news is good news, but they've been very vocal on Twitter about right. So you get trolls, the gingers of this world, right? And
He's not a
the
troll.
problem is when you've got a real hyped up community of people that want to get hands on your game and play your game and want to make sure it's real, they're just gonna batter you, right? So, from a professional company's point of view, I would believe that they should just batter it off. You know, just completely batter it off. Fuck off, bro. Completely batter it off and ignore it, but they don't. Let me get some of these tweets up. How you doing, bro? I'm only joking, bro. Chill, bro. What's
No,
up,
he's not.
bro?
So you call him off guard now.
Oh, because I haven't got them up.
Lack of
Just what I've
preparation.
seen.
Shocking.
I can't even remember what they're called.
No, I'm trying to remember how to spell their name. I've seen people retweet it all the time.
C-U-N-T.
No, but they don't spell it as in the way that you spell it, right?
C-H-U-N-T-S.
No, it's got a Z on the end of it, actually. Jim.
Ooh, fish and chips.
Oh.
Ah, bastard.
So there's still.
Send in my link.
So this is quite interesting. Is this the official one? I think it is the official one. Okay, so we can do this now. Hit this button here. Look. Okay, so they've taken the actual names off. Look now. They just got the picture. All right, do you remember that you used to have day before in here in the text? In the what's that text? The Last of Us text. It was literally exactly the same as The Last of Us, right? And that's gone now. So that's a new update that I haven't seen yet. So it used to be here, right? So that's gone. Right, let me see if I can find any of these tweets. Okay, so Fantastic is still using it as their web thing, but they've got rid of the text. Text have gone. So I would say that the copyright thing that they've been arguing about is definitely being sorted or resolved, right? Because if they're removing the actual name that they were trading under or the name of the game,
I would say they've lost.
they might have lost it, right?
Maybe they should change the name from Fantastic to Shit Show.
it is just that. It's...
Okay, so first Steam and then YouTube removed some of our day before videos from our channel due to trademark dispute. Okay, so facts. 1, the so-called owner of the rights of the title is a creator of the calendar app, which is nothing to do with the game category. Okay, fair enough. 2, after we announced the game in 2001, he also wanted to take over the title and filed for trademarks ahead of us. Okay, again, it still begs the question to me: why would you release gameplay, build hype for something that you've not even fucking trademarked? It makes no sense. It's bad business practice, whatever way you look at it. 3, yeah, offers to contact him to discuss something. But what? Ambiguously offers to contact him to discuss something, but what? We'll fight. Power is the truth. Okay? So that was February 12th. Where are these tweets now?
I can't see it being anything positive because I would have said it's.
Oh, I've seen them. I've seen them retweet.
Taking the piss.
Dear fan, this was their fans one, right? Dear fans, this was about Steam. So since that last one here, they've tweeted 8th of Feb. Quite active in Feb.
You want tweets and replies, mate?
Yeah, Feb. March. So the last tweet was March the 22nd. And it was a picture at Unreal Engine. Hashtag day before. So it's still up there, look. So I don't know if this is like a post trying to prove that the game's still going. You know, the fact that it's up there. You know what I mean? Up on the big screen there.
It's just bollocks, isn't it?
Just because they haven't removed it doesn't mean that it's still going.
No. How do I get out of this? Okay. That's the last thing they tweeted.
I don't
It's
know
just
about that picture that put hashtag bollocks.
But yeah, if you don't believe, feel free to jump on here and go through all of the threads and stuff. Again, I've just seen it pop up. I haven't paid super amount of attention to it. It's just one of those things that have just popped up. a comment that someone's replied to their Twitter post, and then they've gone back at them with a real, quite a not aggressive, passive aggressive, should I say? Reply. And I just don't think that's a good way to treat your consumers. But anyway, is it still being worked on? Hopefully. Is it going to be a good game? Hopefully. Is it even going to come out? Hopefully. Like, again, don't. I mean, you're still getting the YouTubers with the clickbait videos and stuff on it. But to be honest with you, once I saw the first one, fell for the first one, I haven't really paid too much attention to it. If I'm being completely honest with you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much the day before. It does lend more to the idea that they were wanting another publisher, developer to come along and buy the rights to push it out. Well, I think, honestly, my personal opinion, from the information that I've seen, watched, is that's exactly what they're aiming for. It's a bit of a scam. Let's hype something up, and then someone with loads of money will come along and go, well, we really like that idea, and we're going to buy it off you, and we're going to make the game.
It is literally that they're selling an idea, not an actual game.
Yeah. Personally, and also, like, pay your fucking staff. You know what I mean? Like, you're claiming this work for free shit. If you're working on something this big, fucking pay your staff. It might have been out and done already. You know what I mean? People got to eat, man.
All fairness,
Anyway.
if somebody's going to work for nothing in this day and age, then they need to give the head a wobble.
Well, that's what they're claiming to do. But also, without getting into politics of certain things, certain countries, jurisdiction, they have very different rules to us, right? Where working for nothing sometimes is not always a choice. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting at. If that is,
of course, it's always a choice.
Well, sometimes it's not, mate.
No, it is.
Sometimes you got to put
it's
food
a choice.
in
You
your
either
belly.
work for nothing, or you don't work for them. Full stop.
You could go and work for Fantastic for nothing, or you could say, "Fuck you! I'm going to work for myself. I will sell you what I make or what I earn."
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
If your skills are that highly enough, they'll pay for it.
Working for a company for free is reward enough. I don't really get that. Someone explain that. Are you being sarcastic, Garen?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. There he is.
What was that game? Glory to Aristocracy, whatever you call it. Papers, please.
The fact that you're working for Fantastic.
Yeah, should be enough.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it now.
Actually, no, you should pay for the privilege to
That's
work
my dyslexic brain trying to read something and actually add a little bit of context and texture to it,
Yeah.
So instead of adding sarcasm, he just adds nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Okay. Right. Let me make that a little bit bigger. Okay. So I think we're good on that, right? Nothing's really changed.
I haven't seen any real change in any of it.
I don't think we will. We might get something sort of come August, September, because their new deadline was what, November, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So just trying to hype it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Going from the original rendered footage to what they claim was their gameplay. Yeah, it's 17 steps back.
Yeah. I noticed that
another 6 months delay.
And I've also noticed that Prop Night is super cheap on Steam now.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, that was just a copy and paste of Dead by Daylight,
They've got to pay off their fine for the naming rights. Fraud.
I mean, this for me doesn't prove anything.
If it happens, then all well and good.
You know?
But I don't think it will.
Literally, all this one is it's got some extra blood on.
But this is what we were saying. They literally bought model packs
skin
and whatever,
pack.
didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, it was all Unreal scenery packages, which they literally dropped into the game, or into the engine.
Yeah.
But can you imagine, bearing in mind all the fuss that they kicked up over this and whatever not, then how many corners they may have cut legally, how much shit they're gonna be in
Yeah.
when it all comes to light and it was all a big hoax, or if it all comes to light that it was a load of bullshit and whatever, they are in so much trouble. No
Probably
wonder
why,
they're trying to fucking kind of drag it out a bit.
probably why they've got volunteers work from home so the offices can't be burnt down.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Okay, right. I think that's good on that because otherwise we'll just keep going around in circles on it. There's nothing really to report, right?
No,
On
it's
that game.
bollocks.
Right.
Same old mess.
The next episode we did was Ubisoft.
Oh God.
And we actually covered it in quite a lot of detail.
It's because we all feel a certain way about it.
We did, and I'm glad that you were with us on this one, Garion, because you really helped with the old financial side of it, because I didn't understand it. I don't know if the other lads did or not, but I didn't really understand it.
I can't remember what I said.
Basically, we just delved into how much money that they'd made.
Oh yes.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? How much money they'd made. We even talked about their sort of microtransaction sort of side of things, of them trying to claw money back. The fact that they're not really making any games, they cancelled like 9 games or something.
Yes.
What they're actually working on. Obviously, we drifted off onto Division 2 for a long period of time because that's the game we all know and love. I personally haven't heard anything. I know they're doing a Division 2 playtest thing. Which
that's
is public knowledge.
Next week.
Yep.
Next week. I think
Next week, you had to select. I applied for it. You had to select days that you were free. It was going to be an 8-hour playtest. So
Wait.
What?
Did you get in?
No.
Rixie's in. So we have someone within the community that's in.
But they will
awesome.
not be. They will not be able to talk about it, even to us, officially.
Oh, everyone knows Rix has got a big mouth, so I ain't gonna help him.
Officially, they're not allowed to talk to us. Officially.
And even unofficially, it's information like that. If it's a restricted playtest, the NDAs around it will be severe.
Yeah, of
But
course
no,
they
you,
will.
you only have to ask him one thing. Is it going to be worth the wait? If he says yes, then we're laughing. If he says no, then next game.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because he's not really giving any information away there, is he? He's just giving us his
Nah.
opinion.
And honestly, NDAs don't really mean shit in this day and age. Just saying. But anyway.
If
So if you get caught
if you
breaking them.
if you break an NDA, they will come after you.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
No,
if you're stupid and put a
they
YouTube
will.
video up, or
Even
whatever.
your forehead wouldn't save you from that one.
no, but if anyone's stupid enough to do that, then they're stupid enough to do that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is what's said around friends stays around friends, right?
Yeah, true. But generally, Ubisoft at the moment, they didn't. Well, they said they were going to not attend E3, and they're going to host their own event.
But then E3's been chopped, hasn't it? Anyway.
E3, yeah. So I think that was more. They saw the writing on the cards for that one.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of people pulled out of E3. A lot of different companies, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that might have been the main reason why they said it? Because it's like, oh, these big hitters are all not coming this year. Can we just pull the plug?
For them to host their own event, they've planned that already.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And they've let E3 loan last minute sort of thing.
Yeah. You don't get to put on an event like what they're planning with a couple of weeks preparation.
Yeah.
Especially if you're Ubisoft.
Is it done in an actual building or is it just an online thing?
I'm not too sure actually.
Might be worth looking out for, lads.
An online one could be done in a couple of weeks, but a building one would be a pain in the ass.
Ubisoft Forward, live from LA, June the 12th. Okay, get the latest news and announcement from Ubisoft with the next edition of Ubisoft Forward, live and then in person from Los Angeles. So I'm saying that there's probably a
It sounds
venue,
like a building.
venue,
Oh.
yeah, a venue in Los
Yeah,
Angeles, and they're going to stream it or whatever.
LA Convention Center,
There you go.
I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
It's literally, yeah, it's literally the first thing on their webpage. Yeah,
12th of June.
yeah, might be worth looking out for that chat as well.
No doubt it'll be streamed somewhere.
It will, yeah.
No doubt.
I'm sure they'll have their channel live on Twitch going. They'll have a YouTube public thing going. Yeah, there'll be a live stream of it, won't there, somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
cool.
there's so many things that everyone's wanting to see announced or confirmed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a load of nothing, because I know last time the forward event division had 30 seconds commentary.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to call.
Yeah.
I got one for you while we're on the subject of division. If they, argument's sake, was to release another raid at the end of this fucking get together thing, do you reckon it'll be enough?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it would be enough. I think, for me personally, I'd love to play a new raid. I've been fucking crying out for it for fucking donkeys. Do you know what I mean? I think even if they made every single mission legendary and they put a new raid in, it wouldn't be enough. It's too late it's too little too late. I think a lot of the player base have already fucked off.
Yeah, of course.
You got a lot of the streamers now that used to play Division. They're all playing Destiny. They're all doing the Destiny raids. And do you know why they're doing Destiny? It's because there's new content that comes out every single fucking year for Destiny, and it's big content as well. It's not just a little shitty manhunt that takes you 20 minutes to do with a decent format.
But it's not even. I mean, it's not even a manhunt. It's basic rehash. It's like, we'll just
Yeah.
mix it up a bit and off you go. You might as well just jump in with randoms and get the same effect.
Yeah, Foamy, I completely agree, my friend, and
Yeah,
welcome.
100%.
Yeah, they just need to do Dev 3 already and be done.
But again, I don't think they're going
If
to do
they're
it.
going to bury the game, they need to bury it.
You got Heartland still in the wind.
Ooh, here's a good little spin-off. What is people's thoughts on Microsoft taking Blizzard and Activision and the future of that umbrella?
If they put as much money into it as they're doing to Microsoft Flight Sim, then yes. If not, it's going to go the same. It'll be split up and sold off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my worry is, and this has happened to me in real life with work, so separate to thingy. Basically, a big company's come in to our industry, which is the sort of sound lighting industry within live gigs, shows, that sort of thing, right? A big company has come in and they've swallowed up all the little companies. Yeah. The problem is when that happens is the vision of that big company changes all of the visions of the little companies, right? It filters down. Yeah. And the problem is some of those little companies then don't fit the agenda of the big company, right? And that means chop, 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 right? So companies will be gone, people will be let go, blah, 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 right? Also, the positive side of it is that if you are swallowed up by a big entity, then there is opportunity, right? I think people don't see that the fact that you've been bought out by someone that's bigger, more opportunities are presented to you. Yes, maybe you have to work hard, prove yourself again, and go and get those opportunities, but opportunities are presented to you. So basically what I'm saying to you, Liz, is my opinion, it could be one of those two. Activision Blizzard might get merged. One of them might be axed. Loads of people might lose their jobs, but also it might actually blossom into something really, 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 really prosperous. And we get loads of good games from it.
Microsoft doesn't have a game studio anymore, does it?
No.
And they need someone to make their games, right?
Yeah. So,
and as shitty as Blizzard is, they've done some shit things in the past, right? As shitty as it is, they're very good at making games. And the games they have made are all super popular. Same with Activision. You know?
They've still got that big cash cow as well.
Yeah,
Warcraft.
exactly. You know?
and Call of Duty.
Exactly. The Call of Duty franchise is fucking huge.
But
you know what I mean?
half of Call of Duty is Treyarch. The Black Ops and all that kind of stuff was the games that have zombies in was all Treyarch.
Yeah, it was all Treyarch, yeah. But
So
I've
does
heard that
that mean
they're doing them every 2 years now. They used to do one every year, didn't they? Every
Yeah.
November they used to get. Is it November? You used to get a new COD game just before Christmas, wasn't it? Pretty much.
So
every
maybe
year.
this is the
And it
knock-on
switched
effect
between
already.
3 of them, didn't it? Wasn't it Treyarch, Warhammer, and somebody else that always took turns making the Call of
Treyarch,
Duty games?
Infinity Ward, and
Infinity Ward, there you go.
Activision. Wasn't it? It was them three. They used to switch between them. But apparently that's not happening anymore. It's one every 2 years. It might just be Activision now. You know,
Oh, that's what
we
I'm
don't know, and
saying.
Microsoft might know, and they've gone right. We're going to get in on this. You know what I mean?
If Call of Duty is staying as Activision only, that means there's already one casualty, which will be Treyarch, which are going to be looking for another cash cow because
Yep.
they no longer have the Call of Duty games.
Yep. I mean, I don't know how these things work. Whether it's you sign a contract for 10 years, or you sign a contract for 10 games, or you sign a do you know what I mean? It might be the
Yeah,
end. It might have been the end, and they've gone. Like I've noticed today, Run Gun posted a video in the Discord of I had already said it about the DMZ, about it needs this, it needs that, and it's coming. So thank you, Mystic Meg over here. But anyway, you heard it from me first, Mad Marsh, Reign of Anarchy. Anyway, they're really, really expanding on that game mode, right? Now, they probably wouldn't be able to afford to expand on that game mode if they had to make a game every year. Does that make sense? But now they've got that extra year leeway's time, they can then spin off modes and stuff. So it might have come to the end of like Treyarch and all that sort of shit. They might actually be at the end of a contract or something that we don't know about. But obviously, money talks. Microsoft do know about it, and they've bought Activision and Blizzard. You know what I mean? Haha, I'm not Beans. No more. I am the. What the hell, Ren? Someone please confirm what he's on about.
I
Jizzy
think
Beans.
that's Beans
Not
logged
sure.
in the Rent's account.
Oh, is it?
I don't know if you can change it as well, Marsh.
Oh, yeah.
The disc or the Twitch chat
Yeah.
disappears very quickly.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
What, on
The
the
chat
actual
don't-
actual screen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me see what I can do about that, lads. Carry on.
So Lear said it'd be interesting to see how it fixes exclusives. Are you saying like PlayStation or Xbox exclusives? Because it would be all Xbox and Microsoft on it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No,
oh,
it's
yeah.
like-
Well, cool.
isn't. Well, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, because it would all fall under the umbrella of Microsoft. Yeah.
Yes.
So
it would,
it would depend on how the actual game finances were structured. So who's the publisher, who's the developer?
I don't think
what-
the Call of Duty side could afford to turn its back on PlayStation and whatever. I don't think that'd ever happen. Maybe certain games, but not the big marquee games.
Well, flipping that round, you've got the likes of Last of Us, Days Gone, is it?
Days Gone.
Horizon Zero Dawn. They're all PlayStation exclusives, which they've now flipped onto PC, and they've suddenly got a huge
Oh, there we go. That's it.
income because everyone's going, "Oh yeah, I really like that."
What was the other one? Wasn't Enchanted the same? Is it was it Enchanted? No, not Enchanted.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, that's Enchanted.
Enchanted was that
Movie.
movie with
That the one with her with the purple hair.
I
Who
should
with
stay
the
up for a
purple
little bit
hair?
longer now.
That's what
No,
she
it,
said.
it
Bob,
was the
Bob.
one. It was the one that was in Muppets. Amy Adams.
I
That
don't-
makes money. Sorry, I just
This
having a little.
suddenly turned into a Reign of Anarchy does movies.
Yeah, yeah, it's blown my brains to be honest. Yeah, I don't think there'll be many games exclusive wise, you know. But if you think about it, if they've took on Blizzard and Activision, Microsoft have, then there's a good chance that the kids on consoles are going to get some of the like what is that game called? The big one on Blizzard, from Blizzard, one of the big ones on Blizzard. I can't think of it.
World of
No,
Warcraft?
not Overwatch. I used to play it. I can't even fucking think of the name of it.
Fortnite.
No. Fuck off, Ginge. Prick. Oh my god, the it's like Dota. I can't think of what it's called now. Oh my fucking. Don't worry about it. I'll work it out at some point.
Heroes.
Heroes of the Storm.
There you
Yeah.
go. Liz just saved your ass.
But was that just Blizzard jumping on the Dota bandwagon?
What did you have for breakfast, Rage?
Not enough coffee.
It's done out of love. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one, Leah.
I think the days of exclusives are behind us.
Yeah.
You're developing for PC. To port it onto Xbox is minimal. To port it onto PlayStation, you probably got a little bit more work to do.
What about to launchers though? Games that are thingy to launchers. You know, like that new game, Crime Boss, is only on Epic.
Yeah, it's only on Epic. That's the deal that Epic have done. From whether it's licensing the Unreal Engine to them in the first place, they've said, okay, we'll give you a discount on this. You make it an Epic Games exclusive.
Yeah.
We then get money back on that.
Yeah.
There's always some way around it. Epic, the amount that they've lost on giving out free games, they've got to make that back somehow.
Yeah. Microsoft want more and more IP to make their Game Pass more attractive, like EA Play. I'm going to admit to you, right? Rixie was very kind, and he gave me a code for 2 months for the Xbox Battle Pass thing, Play Pass, whatever it's called, right? And there are some really good titles on there. There's actually some really cool titles on there. But also there's a whole lot of nothing on there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
In a roundabout sort of way. Like there's a lot of games on there that I'm like, oh, I'd like to try that. I'd like to try that. But there's nothing that I've gone out my way to download and I'm really super excited to play. Do you know what I mean? Apart from the ones that I'm going to be doing on Madden Chat campaign. Multiplayer wise, I've not really found anything that I'm like, yeah, amazing, awesome. I'm glad I've got this. I'm going to continue this, you know? So, Foamy, I think you're definitely onto something there, you know? Could you imagine if they had Call of Duty on there, or it's probably never going to happen, but let's just say they have Call of Duty on their Game Pass, right? You know, every time that those games come out, they're 60 to 70 quid nowadays, you know? For a fucking thingy edition, you're looking at up to 100 quid. But imagine if they could be like, if they could get 100 people, instead of buying the game for 100 quid, they spend $7.99 a month, every month, you know? And if they could, it's literally continuous. Yeah? So I think Foamy's right there. I think that's a very big game plan. And also to be the market dominator as well, right? Everyone wants to have a bigger dick than everyone else, right? So if you can dominate, no, it's serious. It's just how we are as humans. Everyone wants what someone else has got. You know, you could be the fucking richest bloke in the world, but you always want what the other rich bloke wants or what that other rich woman wants. Do you know what I mean? You're always, that's just how we're wired. That's how we are, right? So if you're at the top, you need to stay at the top. So you need to keep fucking chewing. Your mum, Ginge. Yeah.
I was going to say it, but you were sprouting too much.
But it's true, and I'm not scared of saying it. Come at me, motherfuckers. It is what it is.
The bigger dick.
But it's already proof that you've seen the size of his head.
In the whole conversation, that's the only thing I fucking...
Now, if dick size was measured from forehead size, I'd be onto a winner, I tell you.
So, if you look at the Game Pass, it's what, $7.99 for the PC Game Pass.
Yes.
And you also get the EA Play Standard package with that.
Okay. I'm not
So,
sure what that is.
That's the
EA's
EA's version.
Or,
Oh, okay. That's where you get the
Beta one,
Jedi
right,
shit
innit?
and all that fucking Star Wars
No,
shit.
that's Origin.
Oh, that's Origin, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, Origin is EA.
Oh, yeah, of course.
yeah. So it is
Sorry.
that shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So EA.
Which you'll probably
EA
find you'll get
Play.
both games on both. Like there won't be very much. There won't be very many different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the prices. So EA Play Basic is $3.99 a month,
Okay.
and that's
So
Play-
basically, they're doubling it to cover both.
yeah. So you've got $7.99 for the Microsoft Basic stuff,
Yep.
and that includes EA Play.
Yep. Which
So
is
you're
worth
gonna get-
$3.99.
Yeah, you're going to get day one releases on Xbox Play or PC Play, and on EA Play you can play a new release for up to 10 hours before they launch. So effectively try it before it launches.
Right. Okay.
If
Yep.
you want to play it continuously, it then goes up to $14.99 a month.
They also do an advanced version, right? Which is what Rick's gave me a code for that.
That's the Play Pro.
Play Pro.
So that's the one that's $14.99.
Yes. Okay.
But you pay that annually, so by a year in advance,
Uh-huh.
and it's almost half price.
Now, my argument about this whole thing is people pay for Netflix, right? They pay for that shit. They pay for Amazon Prime. I personally pay for Amazon Prime, right? A real gamer, a true gamer, would pay $7.99 if, like Foamy says, the IP is massive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where they're going for it. It's proven that people will pay for fucking Netflix, will pay for, do you know what I mean? For Amazon, Disney. I mean, how many streaming services are there now? There's like 5 or 6 of the fuckers, right? I mean, Run Gun, you'll be the
In
best
the
to
UK.
explain this. In the US, how many streaming services are there you could sign up for and subscribe to?
You got Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, Peacock. I don't know. There's probably at least 10 of them.
Pornhub.
OnlyFans. Pete Finder.
Disney,
Yeah.
Paramount.
And if they're all offering,
Paramount Plus, there you go. Discovery. Yo, free long 81. How you doing, my man?
if they're all offering something that you want to watch,
Yeah.
it's how badly do you want to watch that program?
Exactly. Right. I tell you how bad it is. I'll give a little mate a phone call and he puts it on his server and then I'll watch it on an app called Plex. Don't tell anyone.
Well, the thing is, they get you because they'll have like months where you sign up for the first month that's free or something. Then you'll just forget about it.
Yeah,
Then it
that's
just
the
comes
main
out of your
ones.
bank account.
Yeah.
And you don't ever remember it.
Yeah. 100%.
It goes from £10 to 35.
100%. But also,
Yeah.
like, you've got this Ubisoft Connect Plus bullshit that you can sign up for $7.99 a month or $3.99 a month. But then, hold on, wait, I can sign up for the EA one, right? And I can get Call of Duty, I can get World of Warcraft, I can get everything that Blizzard does, and I can get everything that Activision does now. Which one am I going to go for? If I had to pick one. Do you know what I mean? Which one? I literally go for Amazon Prime. The TV side of it's shit compared to a lot of the other stuff. I go for it because of the Prime deliveries. That's the only reason I pay for Amazon Prime. Otherwise, I probably would go with Disney Plus or Netflix or whatever. If you know, I can't afford to do all of them. I don't know a lot of people that can afford to do all of them either. You know.
The fact with Amazon, you can go at 10 o'clock in the morning. I want something here by 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a chance you Pirate Bay. Jesus, I remember that. How old that was.
And that's what you pay for. You're paying for the convenience and the accessibility.
Because let's be honest, Amazon Music is exactly the same as Spotify or iTunes. Yeah, the world is dominated by Samsung and fucking Apple iPhones anyway, so a lot of people use iTunes anyway, right? And Spotify, you know, I know more people that use Spotify over Amazon Music. You know what I mean? But people use it for, like you say, that 10 to 10 delivery that you can't get anywhere else, you know? But that's what makes them different, and that's what I'm trying to say. You know, if Microsoft owns these other game developing companies and they have all these IPs under them, people are more likely to pay for their battle pass, for instance. I don't keep calling it battle pass. I know that's wrong, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. But the issue that you've got, like Microsoft taking over Blizzard Activision, it then becomes subject to monopolies and mergers.
Yes.
And whether them buying it is actually just creating a huge monopoly that no one else can get into.
Exactly.
And if it's deemed, I don't think in the UK, if it's deemed that they would create a monopoly, the deal gets blocked.
Right.
They can't get around that fact.
Yeah, and we're going back into my dick's bigger than your territory right now, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the dick blockers. Bang. Yeah. Okay.
Thing is, though, the other thing you've got, if you pay for EA Play, that's $3.99, and then Microsoft comes along and swallows it and swallows 2 or 3 more, and then the price goes from $3.99 to $23.99 because of all the crap they've got, and you can't afford to pay for that now, so you've lost access.
Yes.
But then you've got Microsoft, if they do that and they see their revenue stream drying up, they then have to make a decision of, well, our revenue stream is drying up because we've done this. Do we regress that change, or do we just take it down a little bit and suck it up? Because taking it down from $23.99 to $19.99 for the ones that stay, we're then making more on them than the ones we've lost has cost us. I think this is what we came to last time. It's all about that bottom line.
Yeah. A fucking good question, Lear. Thank you for that, you legend. Sling TV. Now Sling TV took over. There's now Real TV in the States. Jesus, you got so many bloody networks. Wow. That's incredible. Oh, on average then, if you're going to get cable, do you still have cable, Ron? Like, we have like Virgin TV or like Sky TV.
We got it, but I don't pay for it.
But like, how many channels would you get if you did pay for it? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
The basic package, you get like 50, but 25 of them would be all shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't even watch it.
Not much changes outside of the pond then.
No, it's exactly the same this side of the pond. Didn't Twitch used to...
It did?
It did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And also this new Kick thing started as well, which pays their content creators 90%.
Okay, list of streaming media services. So with over 100 million subscribers, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Tencent Video, and IQIYI, which is...
Never heard of them.
Never heard of it. HBO Max, Discovery Plus, YouTube Premium, Paramount Plus, Apple TV Plus.
Yeah, YouTube
Hulu,
Premium would come under that, wouldn't it?
Peacock, Crunchyroll, Rakuten TV, Now TV, BritBox, Neon.
Bloody hell.
It goes on and on and on.
Wow.
The only benefit from the that I've seen for YouTube Premium is not watching the fucking ads. It's the only benefit I've
Yeah,
ever
there's-
seen.
I think
Ways around that as well.
I think there's certain content on there that you can't watch on the normal YouTube, if that makes sense as well, right?
It's like
Yeah.
Patreon, I think.
It opens up, right, so you can watch. And also, you've been able to rent films on YouTube now. That's
Yeah,
a
it's been
new
able
thing
to
as
for a
well,
while.
isn't it? Has that been on there for a while, is it?
Yeah. It's
Come up
like
the other day
Amazon.
and I was like,
You
what's
can
going on here?
You can rent or buy the digital versions on Amazon, but who says they're going to keep it on the servers? Well, I mean, if you want to watch it in 15 years' time, who says it's going to be there after you
Yeah.
bought it?
Technically, if you've purchased digital rights to something, they have to keep it available or give you an option if they remove it from availability to download.
Right, okay.
But it depends on the actual license within the terms and conditions and the EULA.
Right, okay. Well, this is all stemmed from
That's
Ubisoft.
yeah.
How mental's that? And we've not barely spoke about Ubisoft.
And didn't this happen last time?
It did happen last time. It did happen last time. But I'm looking at their news, right? So the main thing is what Garion said is that they've got their own event coming up on the 12th of June, right? Is I correct in that? I think I am correct in
Yeah,
that.
12th of June.
12th of June in LA. I'm assuming it'll be streamed. So again, guys, put it in your diary if you're excited for any upcoming Ubisoft games. We might hear some stuff. We might actually hear some stuff about fucking Heartland, which is personally I'm excited for. I really like the game Synced. Until they just completely, in my opinion, ballsed up the movement in it. And it was quite enjoyable when I played the first beta version of it, and we had lots of fun. Quite a few of us in the community had quite a lot of fun playing it as well. And then they took it away. They did some work on it, and now it just felt janky and horrible, and I couldn't play it.
You've got Skull and Bones.
Yeah, Skull and Bones. So Heartland coming out is basically going to be a Division extraction loot shooter. That's basically what it's going to be. That's what I understand it's going to be. Anyway, it's going down that path, you know. And you've got to remember, despite Tarkov and all that shit, the Dark Zone, apart from the fact that you didn't personally extract from the Dark Zone, that was the first real extraction shooter game mode, in my opinion, right? Because yeah, all right, you didn't extract yourself out, but you had to extract the gear out to get the gear out, right?
Yep.
That's exactly the same as if you leave Tarkov with all your gear on you get it all out, right, on your person. The difference is with Division was you'd put your gear on a rope and the helicopter would take it away and then that would go in your stash, right? So you could argue that was one of the first, the whole concept of it.
Providing you weren't then ambushed by someone with a sticky bomb build that would blow you to pieces before you even saw them.
Yeah.
Or
And just
or
chuck a
some
flame
hacky
turret
little
down and run
prick.
off. Yeah.
But let's not.
But anyway, yeah, so I'm excited to see what they actually do with Heartland and if they do anything. The only worry is that I've got with that game is that it's going to be what they said so far is it's free to play. And we all know what happens with free to play games, or can happen with free to play games. Cheating, as far as I know, is rife within Division 2 right now and Division 1. You just need to watch SFT. You know, that guy is a fucking legend when it comes to playing Division 1 still. He loves the PvP. He's incredibly good at it. But most of his streams, or a lot of his streams, get affected by hackers, right? Because they just don't get banned. They're just like, oh, fuck it, I can't be asked to deal with it. And it's the same with Division 2, you know? And then they come out with this post, oh, you know, the exploits for XP is causing the game to be unstable. Hold on, sort your fucking hackers out in the Dark Zone to start off with. But anyway, I'm not going down that route now. This is not about Division 2. But yeah, so there is some stuff coming out that I'm quite excited for. And I'm actually really excited to see what Avatar looks like. Right? Because what we've seen so far, and I know we've only seen cinematic, but it looks fucking incredible. Right? And I'm not a big Avatar dude, you know, like I'm not a massive Avatar fan or whatever, but the game as the concept sounds and hopefully will be really good. Skull and Bones again is another one that's supposedly coming out. I did see back here on the first page here. We go to the first page, please. Select it now. There you go. Something about Assassin's Creed Black Flag sequel webcomic coming exclusively to Webtoon. So not 100% sure what that's about.
No, another one we got involved in, and I haven't seen any more from. This is Ubisoft again.
Yes.
Project U.
Yeah, that's probably been chopped, I think. X Defiant as well. I played it. I actually streamed it for you, Ginge, I think, didn't I?
That's still going. I got an invite. From
Yeah,
from
I
the States for
keep
it the other
getting
day now.
invites for it. I keep getting invites for it. They keep inviting people to these playtests for it. For me, I think it's just a quick money maker, if I'm honest with you. Well, I don't even know if it's going to be. It might even be free to play. But basically, they've just taken every main character or subset from every game. So you've got someone from the Division. You've got the Cleaner faction. You've got the Sam Fisher. You know the fucking Splinter Cell dude. You got Hacker from Watch Dogs. La la la. And it's basically just a 4v4 PvP arena shooter thing. You know, there's nothing incredible about it. Every person or faction or character, whatever you want, way you want to call it, has different skills basically. So for me, it was just very generic, and it was very like, I don't know. I didn't really get it, but that is coming out. So for people that like that is coming, and it's being play tested all the time. So yeah, I think we're
To make that, they've already got all the assets.
exactly and that's what.
So
That's why I keep getting baffled that they keep doing these constant play tests.
well, I was meaning it's a cheap thing to make, whilst they've got to put the actual bells and whistles around it to get the core part of that game. They've already got it.
Yeah, exactly, and a lot of the world sort of, you know, the arenas that you fight in, it just reminded me of Extraction and Rainbow Six Siege. It's almost like what it was. It's like the exact carbon copies of those games, just with different characters in it. But anyway, some people like that stuff. You know, some people love that stuff. So, you know, that'll be coming very soon. So
if it costs them 200 grand to make it, to put it out, and then from the skins and the things that they sell within it, they make 500. It's all down the bottom line.
yeah, exactly that. All right. So moving on, the next topic that we discussed on the fourth episode of the podcast, and again, guys, you can go back and listen to all these podcasts on the tubes. But we discussed early access, and I'm gonna confess I don't remember doing this one. Do you guys remember? It was us lot here, and it was on early access.
Yes and no. I think we said about doing the play test for Skull and Bones and some other bits and pieces. That Project U was one of them. And whatnot,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it too well, to be fair.
No. But yeah, I think we just basically discussed. Let me just go here. I've got some notes on it still, I think. That's not what I wanted to click on. So early access, we talked about. So we actually talked about the model, right? The model of early access. And it was actually me, Morsey, Run, and Victory that spoke about this one. I believe Ginger and Rage, you were. I think you might have popped into it, Gary, actually later on. But yeah, we basically talked about the model of early access, why developers do it, etc., etc., etc. And basically, it's an excellent tool for developers to actually get, instead of paying someone or doing a lot of their testing in house, to actually outsource it to the public that's going to be consuming their game. You know, when you look at it like that, it can be really, 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 really positive. But also we then discovered that it's very easy for them to then kind of keep reaping the benefits of earning money while their game's still in early access, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we went through a whole different, examples and bits and bobs of it. And, we spoke
Yeah,
about Tarkov a lot. We spoke about
Arc.
Arc. Yeah, that whole shenanigans. So yeah, we went into quite detail on that. Now, as far as I know, nothing's changed with early access. So, I think we covered it pretty good in that podcast. Again, if you missed it or you want to catch up on it, it's there. Daisy was a prime example. Yeah, Ginge. I think that fucker is still in early access, right? Daisy, I think it is. Yeah.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I unless you guys have got anything to add to early access, I don't think we need to cover anything else.
No.
I don't think anything's changed. So the big one, and this was actually a really fun episode, was microtransactions. Was the fifth episode we did.
Oh my god, get Ren in now.
It,
let's go.
it was a really, really fun episode. With microtransactions and stuff. Yeah, again, Gary, and you did a lot of financial work on this one. It seems to be your forte. But yeah, we this one went on for about nearly just under 2.5 hours. So yeah, we had a lot to talk about on it. A lot to talk about. Don't know what you mean. But yeah, again, I've not seen anything that models are going to be changing or anything. Like I don't think they will. I think there'll be other methods. I mean, we could talk about the whole arc thing, but again, judging by the podcast poll we've got going on at the moment, it looks like that's going to be the next thing we're going to be talking about anyway. That thing that me and you were messaging backwards and forwards the other day, Rage.
Yes.
Again, I think it's a really it's quite an interesting subject. We've definitely, I think we've got the right community to discuss it because we've got people from both sides of the fence. That makes sense. You know what I mean? And it'll be interesting to see what people's takes are on that on the subject, with their like ties and loyalties to them sort of games. I think it might be a really, really good episode to get our team stuck into. Yeah, well, I don't think it'll get heated. I think it will. I think there's going to be loads of different opinions. I don't think everyone's going to agree. Normally, us lot are very good at like calling it out if we don't agree, but 9 times out of 10, it's like, yeah, no, fair point. Do you know what I mean? And I think with that one, there's going to be some difference of opinions, which is going to be good. So yeah, microtransactions.
To be fair, in most parts, I think the opinion's going to be very much the same. It's just different degrees of it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So guys, if you haven't already, Ginger's just posted the topic poll in there for what date will it be in the next podcast? The next one will be the 26th of April. The 26th of April. Yeah. 26th?
Yeah,
it is. Fucking hell, Jen. Stop doing stuff like that to me. You're making me feel like I'm going senile.
You are?
We can and we should all agree, as long as it's agreeing to what I say. Okay, Ren.
When you sound like a woman.
No other opinion matters. Well, that's the beauty of it, Ren.
And now you definitely sound like a woman.
Right. Just want to say that Ray said that, not me. Moving on. Okay. No, I wouldn't throw you under a bus or nothing, mate. I promise.
No, of course not.
So, has anyone got anything else to add for microtransactions and shit?
Greedy bar stewards.
I'm a sucker for it, mate. I bought the whole DLC of Hunt the other day. It was on offer.
Yeah, well, it's a game you enjoy. We said this before, you know, it comes down to the person now it's perceived. If
Yeah.
it's something you enjoy or whatever, then it's what it is, you know, and if not, and people are going to rip you over it, you guarantee it.
Yeah, we
Does it
don't
give
like
you an
them, but we
unfair
gotta stop
game
with them.
advantage?
Yeah, this is where
this is where it got hot,
yeah.
right? If it gave us an unfair
Yeah.
game example, we told it to fuck off. If it's just cosmetic, then we didn't care, right?
Exactly.
Exactly, Leah. We're stuck with them. We just need to
Yeah,
learn
and
to deal with it.
ultimately, most of them now are your own choice, whether you invest in them or not, right?
Whether it's a pink frilly dress for Marsh's new character or whatever, what difference does it fucking make?
Exactly. There's a reason why I always pick female characters, and I've explained it hundreds of times, and I'm not going into it again, right? Right. So the last and final one before we had our little few week break was cheaters.
Oh, fucking go.
I spent 20 quid on a digital truck.
And here we go with the exploit cheater fucking thing again. This is where it also got heated.
It did. Yeah, it did. But this was
Game Ubisoft.
We do have an update for this one.
We do. We spoke about this at the kind of height of the whole what's it called? Tarkov Goats Wiggle video, which is now known as the Wiggle video.
That is so funny.
So yeah. Ron, do you wanna take the lead on this little AI thing a little bit? I mean, I've got a video that I've got queued up ready to show everyone. I don't know if you want me to play that while we all go and grab a quick coffee and a drink quickly or whatever.
I thought we was going to play marbles.
No, we can't play marbles. Stop fucking saying it. So yeah, basically, okay, I'm going to play the video because I really need a wee, and you lads can go and get a fag, get a cup of coffee or whatever you want to do, right? Chat, you can do the same. So, what is that, Ginge? What video is that?
Probably the video for you.
Wiggle?
No,
Oh, no, not the Wiggle one. Not the Wiggle one. So this actual AI one, right? For those of you that haven't seen this chat, there's been a development of AI, basically anti-cheat, okay? Where artificial intelligence can tell very quickly and take steps into getting someone banned if they're cheating, okay? Also, Run Gun had brought to me that Call of Duty have come up with a way of detecting whether controller users are using Cronus Max and things like that. And
That
actually,
conspiracy theory in the middle.
And actually warning them before they even play the game to turn their fucking cheats off, basically. Go on, Ginge.
Well, we've got this AI thing that can now technically ban or kill cheating players.
Yeah.
We've also got cars that can drive themselves.
Yeah.
We're not spotting something yet. Not run by Cyberdyne, are they?
Exactly. You need to know how to get around.
Oh my god. You're so old, Ginge.
Yeah. Your point is?
You are old, Ginge.
I want to live to a long, grateful age. I don't want to be killed by some stupid machine.
Anyway, this video is a really good video. I'm not too familiar with the content creator that made it. It was on Reel that actually brought it to my attention while we were playing Hunt one night, I think. And I think Run Gun's been following it quite closely as well. You getting loads of spam in your YouTube feed run about this shit. And Run's already gone for a coffee. So there we go.
Yeah, if I fucking must, I'm out.
But anyway, I'm gonna play this video while we quickly nip to the loo, grab a coffee, and get all refreshed and stuff. It's a good watch. And also it'll give a little bit of context on how we can talk about it as well and what we're going on about. But yeah, I'm gonna hit it really quickly and then I'll be right back.
Don't forget to mute your mic as you walk away.
Yes. I'm more concerned about why. There we go. That's not playing.
Connection that's like 2 megabytes per second. One, it enables mouse and keyboard on console, but what's worse is you can essentially plug in an AI aim assist. It can use AI to read the screen, find the enemies, send input back to whatever system you're using, console included, and then aim at the enemy for you. So it's basically just acting as your remote play controller.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
and it gives you to feed it.
To get access to it, the godly noob, he went in and he infiltrated this website. He made the cheaters love him. He convinced them to like him so that they would give him the cheat. It took months. I'm just kidding. He paid $5. So for a few bucks or a free version that comes with a virus, you can pretend you're better than everyone else. This can never be detected by an anti-cheat scanning what's running on the system, because all of this is running only off of watching the game the same way you do.
This saves me a ton of time because it only takes like 5 minutes to make.
Take a scoop of this, take some water, put it in the microwave, 3 minutes, let it sit for 5 minutes, bam, it's done and it is delicious.
My favorite flavor was the Cajun pasta.
I'm going to say the Thai green curry, but also closely followed by the mac and cheese, because that was a pleasant surprise for me. It really has made an impact to a very, very busy week.
So it only takes a minute, it's really good for you, and it's cheap. And it just tastes so good, guys.
So this is an 8-person free-for-all where all of us have cheats installed and one person is chosen at random to enable their cheats, but no one knows who it is. And we're all trying to guess who's the person that has cheats enabled. Someone's a hacker right now?
Yep.
Someone's a hacker?
Someone should be, at least.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
I just spawned in.
2 back-to-back? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, man. I'm cracked out of my mind. Keep in mind, we have a point system going here, and we're trying to not get detected as the hacker by the other players. Also, these are the devs that are so graciously donating their time to work on the Waldo project for all of us. I'm linking the Waldo Discord and a few other things. Go give them a big thank you. Sarah Dev in my spot, dude.
Nice shot.
7.
So take a look at the footage. See if you can guess which one of these angles is someone using aim assist.
I'm thinking homeless, honestly.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
I thought you
Oh, dude, that's a bad idea, boys. I just left this part in so you guys would know it wasn't me and that I'm just cracked out of my mind. I'll be honest, dude, I just had to double check to make sure they were off. I'm just saying. So make your guess. You're left with a 1 in 3 chance of getting it correct. The answer will be at the end of the video and in the description. Point is, you can't tell. And if you got lucky, there was a 1 in 3 chance, kid. That's how likely it is to run into a cheater if you play one game today. But what we can't see, an AI can, with certainty. To our human eyes, this just looks like really good aim. They're designed to have smoothing and look natural, look like human aim. But to a trained AI, the difference is night and day. The best way to describe it is like having a trained medical physician try and tell the difference between someone that's really jacked on steroids and then like a dog. There's no mistaking it. Couldn't just a really advanced AI cheat go undetected with lots of human data? No, this is a permanent solution to end the cat and mouse forever, and I will explain why I'm getting there. A lot of people asked, what about ESP? Okay. What would you say is the most distinguishable trait to tell if someone is cheating based on your experience of, you know, like antagonizing them in game?
I mean, there are a lot of things.
This is Goat, aka Tim. He wanted to know just how many people were cheating in Tarkov, so he installed cheats with the intentions of finding the cheaters.
Kill to death ratio, what gun they have out, how much ammo they have, everything with his cheat. Game sense is something that is a really big deal in a game like Tarkov. How to move around the map, where to look, how to set up your gun.
So what is it that he used to distinguish if someone was cheating or not?
I can't believe it.
No. Before the wiggle, as funny as that is.
This duo was the highest KD that I came across that I think was legit. If you looked at them on the radar, they were just constantly looking around. The little things were just going everywhere. And they were checking areas where just no one was there. It's painfully clear that these two Chads are legit. How refreshing. And then you'd watch these other guys that have like 20-something KD, just running straight into a building, straight to a jacket to get their item.
Wiggle, yeah.
Straight a different way. And when you looked around that area on the map, there was nobody that could kill them.
And they just already knew that, so they didn't have to look around. He was looking at human behavior. Do we know of anything that can kind of detect human behavior? I don't know. Is there any technology out there that can kind of look at human behavior and see if it's human or not? I don't know, guys. I don't know. There is an extremely distinguishable behavior between someone using cheats and someone not using cheats. So we thought, instead of just aim cheats, what about an AI that can detect everything? An AI that analyzes player behavior and determines if they're cheating based on how they're interacting with the game with over 99% accuracy. This is what will save FPS games. Now, I realize that that sounds like a pipe dream, like an impossible solution that's years away, another hopeless dream of one-day gaming with no cheaters online, and here's the twist. It already exists. Someone made it. And it wasn't us. For days, I was tearing my hair out. Why is this not in every single game? What is going on? I had so many theories. Game developers don't need good anti-cheat. Everyone keeps playing. Cheating in games, this whole other industry, is stimulating the game. As a game dev, why would you stop it?
There is technically financial reward for them if the cheaters keep buying accounts.
AI anti-cheat exists. Game devs are not using it. Luckily, the truth was the simplest answer.
And just this year, early January 2023, we started to implement it in big games. And so it's starting for now. It's happening as we speak.
This is the CGO and CEO of AnyBrain, the AI anti-cheat that detects everything. How does it distinguish between someone that is say, using like an ESP in a game versus someone that isn't?
What we do is every player is providing data about how it is possible to perform the games. So let's say you have a reaction time when you find an opponent and you move to there. There is different cognitive skills that we apply when we are playing a game. At what we can extract from these behaviors is these cognitive skills that are being applied on a specific moment. They are not human.
So it's learning constantly. Is that okay?
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And so what percentage of people would you say are cheating in some form?
We always start with a very high threshold, meaning that we do not necessarily catch everybody, but everybody that we're catching, we're 100% sure. We usually see between maybe 10, 15, 20% of players that are cheating. We are fairly certain that the phenomenon is much higher than that. And again, that's why we created, Andre created AnyBrain.
My kind of estimation based on a bunch of different numbers was around 30%. Are using something to improve.
Yeah,
okay.
We're thinking along the same lines here.
And they're under NDA, so they couldn't tell me exactly which game, but they had data to back up these claims.
Oh, smart, isn't it?
Cheating, what we need also is multiple moments that have a very high probability of being somebody.
30% across all gaming.
Moments because they are just very good, right?
Yes.
But in order for us to make that validation actually get flagged of you using, let's say, an aimbot in the game, that means that we would make moves that have a very, very high probability of being aimbots and doing that multiple times.
So let's say hypothetically, I'm only using a very small amount of humanized aim assist. Is this something that you think your system?
What happened to SCOP 7?
Yeah, so first, and a lot of
One of
people
them died
is using that small adjustment
this week.
that is make it invisible on a video.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, when the bloke
Ricks.
Because the difference is
Fuck's
on
sake.
human eye, it's almost impossible to catch. But the way we interact,
It is
it's
Ricks.
still impossible to make it as a human.
Jesus,
Expound a little,
bro.
maybe, or maybe help me understand.
Do you
just
know
a
what the
little better.
selling point, Ricks? You'd be more
let's say
stiff.
that you are just adjusting a few pixels. The way you move with this adjustment, it will be non-natural timing that is not human. Even if
Completely.
in our eye it looks
Yes,
human,
very much so.
but on pixel level,
Nah.
but also on these
It's just
patterns,
snowflakes.
it is not human. So that's why we can catch it. People say, "Oh, he was cheating." I'm sure because it is impossible to aim on that way. Sometimes it's just lucky, or you are really good.
Mad,
so
innit?
it's difficult.
It's
That's
been
what
all these
worries me
times.
though, is that lucky shot, right? How many times have you done that lucky shot?
Cheating or no, because he's so
I've done it so many times.
But here, looking just for
I
these
thought most of your
patterns on
shots
pixel
were
level,
lucky.
we can understand this.
The ones that hit,
After
anyway.
a few hours of gameplay,
Well,
of someone using a
that
humanized
is what it will
system,
detect.
It would be able to detect that that's.
It's
The
the actions
usual
leading
behavior
up
is,
to that
let's say
point.
somebody using an aimbot on Warzone. Actually, real time plus 5 minutes.
It's how
You will
you've
flag
moved,
somebody who is using that.
your
To detect
mouse,
someone.
What?
how
Do
you've
you hear
positioned
that?
yourself.
Do you hear that? Real actions to 5 minutes. So this piece of software can have a very accurate, was it 99% or 99 point whatever percent accurate reading that someone is cheating in just 5 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, because it's been programmed what to look for somebody that actually plays properly.
5
And if you're not
minutes.
looking around like your head's on a stick, they're gonna know you're cheating.
That would literally save all of these fucking games like that.
So
It
what
would,
is that?
but there's something they're not showing you in this video, or it would be implemented in more games right now, I feel like. Besides for the fact that cheating...
Also, game developers profit from cheaters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the, what's his name? Mark Raven or whatever. He's playing Tarkov right now, and he had a short actually today, and it was Tarkov bragging about
how many cheaters they've cheated.
How many cheaters they did, and the very next day they had a 20% off sale. It was like 4,500 cheaters have been banned, and the next day it was
20% off our
Happy
game.
Spring, 20% off.
Yeah, that's good marketing. That is. Yo, Kenny, how you doing, dude?
Yeah, so in essence, this is not actually detecting cheaters. It's detecting people playing properly. And by its very
filtering
nature,
them out.
yeah. So by its very nature, it's basically saying that person's playing properly. Those 999 other people are playing properly. That one person isn't, because he doesn't match the people playing properly. So therefore, he's cheating.
It does make you wonder though, if you those monitoring arguments sake, like I don't know, something that you use to play, say Tarkov or whatever, and you have that one guy who is having like the round of it, like of all rounds of getting out for extraction and whatever not.
Yeah.
And he hits 3 or 4 headshots on the bounce or whatever, whether the computer's going to be like,
Well, no, this was the thing.
Do you know what I mean?
This is what he was saying. It's like it will detect the moves up to that thrill. If you...
Yeah, but the thing with Tarkov is when you're new, you don't know how to play that game properly. You're going to look like somebody that's cheating because you're going to be running in a straight line to wherever you just watched a YouTube video and it told you to go. You're not going to be looking for anybody. You're going to be running in a straight line to that spot. And if you happen to get lucky and kill 3 or 4 people in that way, this AI bot might catch you as a cheater.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But also, like, aim snapping to someone is very easy to detect than someone just gradually flicking, right? It must be that detailed. It must be that detailed to pick up.
Was you able to pick that cheater out? I got it wrong when I first watched this video.
Well, yeah, I think I did as well.
Like I would have never guessed the guy they said it was cheating. I don't know. I think this is, like I said, I think it's not in use real big right now because there's something they're not showing you. I don't say there's something wrong with it, but I think this would be a tool for a cheat time. Yeah, it's not bulletproof. Like there's got to be something else besides this, which leads me on to my new point. Call of Duty and Cycle have both made huge steps against cheat. Like the Cycle is done a complete 180 with cheaters.
Yep, I completely agree with that, and I've actually played it
This
recently
time
to say
last
it.
year, we would have quit playing it because
It was annoying, wasn't it? I mean, you
it was
carried
so
on.
many
To be
cheaters.
fair, you carried
I
on.
carried
playing
on
it.
until I got called out by name. I got called out by name, and I was like, "Fuck this, I ain't playing anymore." But the cheating was so bad that you knew cheating was going. You knew when you got killed by a cheater.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they turned that around. Call of Duty, with being able to take the strike packs and the Cronuses now, that's a fucking. Why aren't? And I understand everybody's in it for themselves to make money, but to me, you get more legitimate players playing a game, which is going to make your game more popular.
Yes.
If there isn't
Bigger
money
picture,
involved
right?
for the devs by cheaters being there, why aren't they all getting together and saying, "Hey, we figured this out. Let us help you figure it out," and save all the games?
They could even consult and charge money for it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's a market there.
The market, you think there's a market there, but the market for having cheaters buy new accounts must be bigger than that market, or you would think it would be happening.
Yeah.
That's where my conspiracy head is went to with cheating now.
I don't know whether this is still the case, but I believe it may still be. When CSGO was really bad with it, they banned shitloads of people and all that kind of shit. And at some point, they actually made the game free to play.
Yeah, and also they've got a replay system
But-
now that where you can watch the person that you're suspected cheating's gameplay. That whole match will be recorded and saved in the cloud somewhere. You can access that, and you can watch back from their point of view, right? Which deters a lot of people from cheating. That makes sense?
They made it free to play, but this is also a game that's quite what's it with the microtransactions.
Oh, yeah.
quite
Some
a
of the
lot.
skins are worth millions, right? Literally
They're not-
millions.
So yeah, they're not fucking stupid.
And I think a replay system, like it would let you see somebody using radar, which I think there's a whole lot more people playing games using radar than they are aimbot. But with watching this video, like I couldn't pick an aimbotter out unless I'm the one getting killed by him and he's hitting multiple headshots while he's dancing or
Yeah,
jumping
and that's
around.
the
But
problem
just
is
that
you'll
normal
never-
gameplay, you can't tell.
You'll never be able to see that radar either because it's just an overlay, right? Supposedly.
Yeah, but you'll be able to tell by the way they move through the map and look and peek corners.
Yeah, maybe start
Just
going
like the
somewhere and then
video
change.
Bro has.
Yes.
Where the guy jumps out looking at Bro while he's jumping. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
the only
a
one I've seen,
natural
by the way.
reaction. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Which
the only one
speaks
I've seen.
volumes for the cycle, but I seen them talk shit and they weren't talking shit. They were being really nice, saying we hope BSG can do something and fix Tarkov the way we fixed the cycle, shit like that in their Reddit. But why aren't they saying, "Hey BSG, we got a way you can fix this"?
Yeah, because BSG are probably going, fuck off. I like money.
That's what I'm saying.
And we've still got loads of people playing our game, so do one. I mean, this will just. I know Twitch is not the be all end all at the moment, and I know that. But if we just have a quick look now, I know that. Oh, let's pause that. Let's mute that shit. So if we go to Tarkov, straight from Tarkov, right? Currently 17.1K viewers watching that game. Yeah. And I don't know
And there's probably somebody live streaming cheats too.
Probably, yep. And if you go on the Cycle Frontier alert, the actual 2.4, right, it's huge gap, right? This game is a really good game, and it's eliminated all the cheaters. The other game's rife with cheaters. Why would BSG want to change anything when they've still got that much coverage of their game? And that's just on one platform. You know, that's just on Twitch. You know what I mean? That's just another way of looking at it. You're right, Ron.
A lot. So what you're basically saying that falls down to a business model.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I've. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Because you would think that getting rid of cheaters would actually make more money for the studio, but it's probably the exact opposite.
Yeah.
The cheaters getting banned, if they're not hardware banning a cheater, if they're just account banning, well, now all this fucker's got to do is buy a new account, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
And if they're paying for a cheat monthly, they probably have enough money to buy a new account every week. It don't bother them. They're ruining somebody. I mean, that's the only reason I would think somebody would cheat, was to ruin somebody's fucking day, because they can't do it in real life. So might as well do it on a video game, see if they can get somebody mad at them.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think
Like Ginge just said, yeah.
Ginge saying the ego thing? Do you think the wall hack that kind of cheating or whatever in the FPS games is more?
That's I suck at really playing this game. I don't want to take the time to learn this game, so I'm going to use radar so I know where
and
everybody's
especially
at.
games like Tarkov, where it is. I'm a fully grown man, right? And I get sometimes I get nervous playing that game. I get adrenaline spikes. I get gear fear. You know, I don't want to lose what I've got on me. You know, now if I can see where everyone is on the map, right, all that goes away, and I can just play the game. I haven't got to worry about those feelings. But my problem is that counteracts why we play video games in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Like, any game that gives you like a little spike of adrenaline, you know, or, you know, Tarkov's actually given me the shakes before. You know, you're having like a really intense one-on-one with someone, or someone makes you jump, and, you know, like you're actually, you can't hold the mouse still. Like, you're actually shaking, sort of thing. Like, you don't get that anywhere else. Right? The thing for me is that cheating takes all that out of the equation, right?
But it also takes losing out of the equation 90% of the
There you go.
time,
People
and
can't
that's why
hack
they do it.
losing. People can't hack losing.
Bunch of fucking snowflakes.
What I'm thinking is, do you think it's more
Exactly, Ken.
rife in certain games, i.e. the ones that are attached to esports, the ones that a lot of the YouTubers play, or a lot of content creators?
It's popular games.
Because there's in a way there's something to gain. Do you know what I mean? You know,
I think it's that. I think it's a multitude of things. I think it's like Marsh just said, like, if you have somebody that works a 12-hour day, 7 days a week, and he wants to play Hunt, the Cycle, Tarkov, any of
Hunt's
those.
not too bad, but Cycle and Tarkov are definitely, it's harder for new players to play like midway for a wipe. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's harder to catch up, especially Cycle.
Not just that, though. I'm just saying they don't have to learn. If they're I think more people are using radar than anything, and I think there's a lot more people using radar than what you think.
Yeah.
And I think they're using it on every FPS shooter because they don't have to learn the mechanics of the game. They just turn on that radar, they go in, they play for their couple hours, piss somebody off, they go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, we spoke about the people cheating in single player games, and we basically just said technically, well, I don't really think it's cheating. You know, if you're in the only time I've got a problem with it is when it affects other human beings, right? It affects other people that you're playing against. You know, that's the only time I've got a problem with it, personally. If you want to play a single player game and you want to have a cheat that makes you invincible, so you can just, like, I don't know, try and run through it as fast as you can, or you want a cheat that gives you whatever weapon you want, it's your own world. You do what you fucking want. Have fun. You know what I mean? It's when it affects other people, and it's whether it affects other people's lives, and it's whether I mean, you could go so deep to the fact that cheaters are affecting every single person's life that plays that game in one way or another, right? So if you're contributing to being that cheater community, right, you are affecting every other straight player that plays that game.
They're not affecting you then, because you're not straight.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Do you know what I mean? There's more of there's more there's always a bigger picture in things, right? You might think, I want to play Tarkov. It's a popular game. I've seen my favorite streamers just started playing it. I want to play Tarkov.
Yeah.
I haven't got time to learn it. I work fucking 48-hour weeks. I've got a wife and a kid. You know, la la la. On a Sunday, I get 4 hours of my downtime to sit on my computer and play a game. Fuck. This game is so difficult, but I want to play it. It looks amazing. You know, la 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 la. Well, I'll get some cheats, right? It'll make it easier for me. I'll learn it quicker, right? I'm not hurting no one, but you are. You know, you're hurting the people that's in the lobby with you, but you're also hurting the overall population of the people that play that game, because BSG then, or whoever, I'm just using Tarkov as an example, whoever's got to put things in place to stop it from happening. You know, it's not just you know, you can go as minimal as, oh, that, you know, that guy that sat behind a computer is just an egotistical wanker. You know, that can't handle losing.
I was going to say that. No, you will.
You know what I mean?
But
maybe that's the case, but it's the bigger picture that people don't focus on a lot. You know, and I also think that it's for me, anything that affects another human being is wrong. If you play a single player game that doesn't affect anyone else but you, your play session, your save file, do what the fuck you want. Don't care. Do you know what I mean? Have fun. If you want everyone to walk around in fucking bikinis, if you want everyone to walk around as the Michelin Man, I don't fucking know what these cheats are. Do it. Don't care. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's fair enough. But I think anything that affects other person and gives you an advantage against another person that's not game mechanics is wrong. And that goes for exploits as well. Anyway, that's just my 2 pennies worth.
You finished fucking ranting.
Yeah, I'm finished ranting. Sorry, I have this every podcast. I end up going for a 5-minute rant, and that was it. That was it.
I thought Rim was here for a minute.
I feel strongly about it, mate. That's all. You know what I mean? I don't want to have everyone having to put up with it. And as a content creator,
it's a single player game where you're in your own world, then yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now, if you're in if it's a single player game only against PvE, but it's still like an open world concept, then the farming to me would be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's a single player game like God of War, right, that doesn't affect any other player in the world, right? Only your save file. Do what the fuck you want. If it's a PvE game like Division, for instance, that has a leaderboard for everyone that plays that game or does that mission on the same difficulty as you, gets put into a leaderboard status for the fastest run time, the most headshots and all that bullshit. No, because it's affecting other people. That's my point, right? It does that doesn't just mean PvP games where you're just 1v1ing someone or the team versus team in a arena like Apex or something like that. No, if it's a PvE game that is tied to an economy or tied to something that other players can think, then no, it's wrong. You shouldn't cheat. End of story. Buying gold, as in like real life gold, or as in buying gold in games, as in like sort of microtransaction And honestly, these cheats are well expensive as well. I've seen videos of people buying these cheats and they're fucking well expensive. How do they afford to do it?
By cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a mechanic of the game or is it an RMT?
It's basically pay to win. It's basically microtransactions, pretty much.
Well, no, because many games have, just like the marketplace in Tarkov. If you're buying it from there, then it is.
Oh yeah, but that's in-game currency. I think Lear means that you buy gold with real life money.
Oh yeah, then that's RMT, which is cheats.
No, but some games offer it, right? Oh, gold sellers. So people that farm the gold and then sell the gold for real money. That's RMT. That's cheating, as far as I'm concerned. That is why Tarkov's in the state it is. Unfortunately, extraction shooters, apart from Hunt Showdown, there's no gain from it. right? Tarkov, the cycle, that sort of stuff. If you're stuck on a quest, pay someone to do it. Or it's worse for Tarkov because it actually has a flea market, so it has its own economy within the game, right? And all these other games have, or a lot of these MMOs have an actual economy, right? Where you can go on a marketplace and you can buy stuff. Yeah? Now, if you have to buy stuff with gold and you haven't got any gold, you have to get that gold from somewhere, right? Now, to farm it is normally impossible. It takes forever, right? This is just my very, very limited experience. You will definitely know more than me, Liz. Definitely. So I have to get that gold from somewhere. So I've got two options. I can grind and grind and grind and grind the game, which will take me, I don't know, 2 weeks, let's say, to get the amount of gold that I want to get across multiple characters or whatever. Or I can go and I can buy gold off of someone else for real life currency. Yeah? So I can give someone a $5 and I can get that gold. It's a shortcut. That's basically all it is a shortcut, right? So I can give him $5. Give him $5 and he gives me 200 gold, which is what I need to upgrade my character to this level or whatever. That is wrong as far as I'm concerned. Right? Using real money, buy it from someone else. Now, you could also say buying like the coins in Apex, I don't know, the coins in Hunt Showdown, you know, the blood bonds, the coins in Call of Duty and stuff, you know, because nothing's really locked behind progression. That's a grey area for me personally. I don't spend money on it, you know. But like RMTN for me is a no-go. If that makes sense. I hope that does make sense. Yo, Chad, how you doing, my man? Mr. Thunderwiener is in the house. How we doing? How we doing? No, Tarkov does not have fleas.
What you said.
Flea market.
Fleas?
Some games actually force you to buy their in-game currencies. Personally, I find games like Destiny 2 and Warframe hella boring because you have to grind so much for stuff and end up not giving a shit about. Yeah. So I can see why different frames instead of grinding them. Yeah. No, that's you know that sort of mechanics intentionally put in there. It's like the Division expertise system, you know. I mean, Rix will tell you, Ken will tell you.
God.
You know, the amount of fucking grinding the same shit over and over again just to get 20% extra power. Like, I don't get it. And I'm going to go into rant mode again. Put fucking Headhunter on, get your full stacks, and you can kill anything in the game. I don't need 20% extra fucking weapon damage from months and months and months of grinding the same shitty content. Thank you.
But
Done.
you're expecting people to be hitting all these headshots without cheats?
I'm done. I'm done.
Why would he be expecting that? He can't fucking do it.
Yeah, best headhunter in the game,
He
mate.
needs to cheat, so doesn't he?
Best headhunter in the game, 100%. Anyway.
Wrong type of head notch.
Yeah, most people just do it for the money, right? Yeah, 100%. You know, Tarkov was really bad for it. I mean, so many things happened to us in the community. Like, we used to be able to, like, you have to have certain keys to unlock certain doors to complete certain quests, right? Otherwise, you get blocked on your progression. So you used to be able to, if your friend had the key, they could bring the key into the raid and they could drop it on the floor and then you could keep it. And then another friend would play it and not done that quest yet, and they'd go in a raid with you. You can drop that key for them, and then they could take the key, do the quest, and then pass it on to their friend. You know, it's a community thing. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with it, but because of these fucking RMTers that were charging people real life money to go and unlock doors for them, or to give them the keys that they just fucking siphoned through their cheats, now you're not allowed to drop keys in raid anymore. You know, and this is my point. Is it doesn't just affect the person that you're in the raid that you're cheating against, it affects the whole player base. And it's fucking annoying. Multi-log and smell gold. I mean, do you know what I mean? where there's money to be made, money will be made. I think that's, you know,
That's sport.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the main things. Chat, are you interested in seeing the rest of this video, or should we
No.
carry on watching? No. Are we done? Are we done with cheating?
I want to play marbles.
Are we done? I haven't got fucking
Marbles.
marbles, mate.
And
I
then
haven't
fucking
actually
get
got
Won't take
marbles.
long to install.
I ain't got marbles. So
I knew it. Somebody clip it.
what?
You just admitted.
Well, I ain't got
You
my
ain't got no
marbles. I
He
ain't got
has
my
no
marbles. No, marbles. There's difference. Right, chat. Jins, can you smash that link in there one more time?
It was literally in there 2 minutes ago.
So some go and buy it. Chat. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the link for the straw poll and vote on the 26th of April's subject of the podcast. And let me see. Ah! Jesus, that's been quiet tonight. That actually got me, that did.
You can't park
You
there,
can't
lad.
park there, lad. It's Vampy. How you doing, mate?
Wanky vamp.
Vamp, we just did cheaters, mate, again, and it went deep again. It did go deep again.
Go on, Ginge. Go on. Go on.
No comment.
No comment.
Fucking hell.
No
Goes deep
comment.
with
Thank
the
you.
keyboard.
Thanks, Chad. Right, lads. Oh my fucking god. Ricks.
Well done,
It was Ricks. Fucking, it's either Ricks or Ginge. One of the two. You slag. I'm just gonna put it out there, mate. Why?
Because you can.
Oh god. Yeah. No, I nearly did. No jokes. No jokes there. Okay. We're gonna go solo to the legend that is Moko. And yeah. I'll be back tomorrow from 7. Looking forward to it. I hope you have a blessed day tomorrow, whatever you're doing tomorrow. And yeah, without further ado, I'll catch you then. Thank you from all of us, and we'll catch you soon. Ta-da.